to my channel. I am Tayyiba Farhad. In today's session, we are going to see how you can create Google quizzes using Google Form. That is a very easy technique to do so because you have so many options available with Google Forms. So I am going to start you with a demonstration of a quiz that I have made for my own class. That was a very easy to make quiz for me. So here you can see a quiz that I made for my class, and at the very beginning you can see the name of the quiz 2, and after that I have provided a brief description about the quiz, that how long this quiz is going to last and when I'm going to lock it. After then you can mention all the question you need. So I have created a segment for the roll number, and that the next and right after that section my second section starts, where I have mentioned all the questions. So for the question segment you have a variety of options that you can provide to your student. So there could be multiple choice question, drop down list, checkbox questions, and after that you can even provide an image, and you can ask your students to write a short description or a long description for that quiz. So I have chosen a theme for my quiz, and I have chosen a special font as well, so my quiz can look good. So now it's time to go to Google Forms, and I'm going to tell you how you can create easy quiz. An easy quiz. So here you can start from a blank quiz, or you can choose any format from the template gallery. In under the template gallery you can see multiple type of quizzes with different themes and options, so you can choose from them, or you can start a quiz from the very basic. So I'm going to start a blank quiz. Here you can see untitled form. Here you need to write the title for your quiz. You need to tell your students what kind of quiz is this, which quiz is this, how you are going to collect their information. So after writing the name you can write some kind of description. So now it's time to add some questions. So here I'm going to add my first question. When I clicked on the question, you can see a drop down list. If you click on it, you can see multiple option, that is a variety of types that you can use to ask your student to write about something. So you can choose either a paragraph, short text, or you can ask them to write some values in the short questions, or you can give them multiple choice question, check boxes, or a drop down list. So for this first question I'm going to choose multiple choice question. After choosing the type of question, we need to see what we want to make for this form. That means that if I need to convert this form into a quiz, I have to select the correct option from here. So I'm writing a demo question here for your help, and after that you can assign some options. So that is the way you can provide multiple option to your question, and you can see an option for others. You can check that, so your students can write another option for it. So I have completed one question, and this is a button to make your question compulsory for student. If you are not going to check this, then this question would be optional for your student. So now we are going to see how we can make this form a quiz. So this is the settings button. Under this button you can see a pop-up menu, and here there are so many options for you to choose. So for you I'm going to again click on the settings tab, settings button, click over here. You can see an option for general. Here you can see multiple options, that if you want to collect email addresses of your students, check this box. So when you have checked this box, then your students have to sign in using their organizational email addresses, or if you can if you are going to allow them to sign in from any Gmail address, they can sign in. From here you can restrict your students to not submit more than one response. So I'm going to check this so that each student can only submit this quiz for once. After that you can also have an option to restrict your students to edit the option. So do not check this option if you don't want your students to edit this response. So I'm on the main menu again. This was about the general setting, and if you want to make this form a quiz, then again under the settings button you can see presentation option and the quizzes option. Under the presentation tab, you can see an option to shuffle the question. This option helps you to shuffle all the questions. So now I'm going to make this form a quiz. So here click this option. This is going to convert your form into a quiz, and now you can assign points to your questions and you can assign the correct option within your question. After my students have submitted their quiz, I don't want to show their answers before a certain time, so I'm going to share the solution once all the students have completed. So I'm going to check this option, and about the review question, the correct answers, I'm going to uncheck that so that they cannot share answers with each other before the quiz is being submitted. So this was about first question and making the form a quiz. Now I'm going to provide answer key and I'm going to add points as well. So here I need to mention that how many points I want to assign to this question, and after assigning the points I need to mention which is the correct option. So I have marked one option as correct. So now when my students are going to attempt this question, they are going to get evaluated on the basis of correct answer that I have provided for multiple choice question. If you want to add any title into your quiz, you can do this by clicking on this title option. Click on this option and you can see a separate segment where you can write title and description. This could be useful when you want to tell your students that something different is being provided under this title, or different kind of questions are going to be asked from you. So after titles, you can also add section. To add section into your quiz, click on the section button. This will provide a different segment. Then I'm going to create a session, separate session on this as well, that how you can initiate section on the basis of different answers. So for now I'm going to tell you how you can add video into your quiz, and on the basis of this video you can ask your students to add answer or answer few questions. So if you know the URL of your YouTube video, write the URL or you can search on the YouTube. So for the demonstration purpose, I'm going to search for a video from YouTube, and I'm going to tell you how you can add its URL into your quiz. So here I'm going to add a URL from YouTube of my video, and now I'm going to save this link, and once the video is being uploaded, you can see a video into your quiz. So that is so easy to upload a video into your quiz, and on the basis of this video you can ask your student to solve particular questions. So that was a quite easy way to provide video files to students. And after that, it's time to add a new question, and for this time I'm going to add a drop down list. So here again you need to write the whole question you want your students to answer, and once you have done with writing the question, you can add as many options as you want your student to see from a drop down list. So here I am writing my question, and I'm saying what is the best way to create many-to-many relationship in database or SQL. So here was my question. Now I'm going to add options. My number one option is to create an intersection table, and for the second option I'm randomly adding few values so I can demonstrate the procedure of the drop down. Now it's time to add points and answer key. So here I'm assigning some marks, and I'm going to select one correct option, so my marking could be automatic. So I'm done with that. You can choose multiple correct answer if you have multiple choices, but I'm going to select just one option. But you can choose as many option as you think is are correct. So here we are done with a drop down list question list. You can also add short questions into your quiz. So for the next question, I'm going to choose the type of question as a short answer. Here I'm going to write a question that explain something about a particular concept, and for that you can choose a long paragraph or a short answer depending upon the nature of the question. So from the drop down list, I'm going to select short answer, and now you can see students can write a brief description about the particular concept. For the answer key, you can assign points to that question, and for the solution, I don't add any kind of answer over here because every individual likes to explain concept in their own way. So I'm not going to restrict this option, and just going to assign few marks. Now I'm going to upload a question which is going to allow students to upload a file with the quiz, so that they can write their explanation answer, which might include some of the diagrams or description or explanation, and the students would be allowed to upload file. So here is the question for this particular example. I have provided a question, and now I'm going to choose upload file option from this drop down list. Select upload file from here, and now you are going to see what kind of option you can provide to your student. So you might allow students to upload multiple files, one file, five files, or more than that. So it's up to you what you are going to allow your students. Next important thing is what kind of documents you are going to allow your students so they can upload relevant documents. So I'm going to allow document, PDF. You can allow them to upload an image, or they can create a video describing their explanation or describing their solution. So the other thing which is very important is what would be the size of the file. So for this particular quiz, I'm going to allow them to upload a file that is maximum 100 MB. And now it's time to see how our quiz look like when a student is going to view this. So here you can see an option like an eye, so click over it. This is for how your students are going to view this quiz. So here you can see the title of the quiz and all the questions. So this was the section 1. We have created another section which is available on the next page. When we are done with this page, we can jump to the next page. So here we need to provide an email address, correct one, because we have checked the option to collect email addresses of all the students. So provide a valid email address over here, mention the correct option or whatever answer you think is right, and then you can jump to next section. One important thing that if you want to make multiple section, then it's up to you, and you can even create one question per page if you want to students to attempt one question and then jump to next question. So this is the next page, and here are all the question. You saw a drop down list, then the short answer for your question, and later in the quiz we added a video. You can see how students are going to view this video, and depending upon the video, if you have asked them to upload a file, they have option to upload from here. Now it's time to make our quiz more official and more practical. So we need to add a timer to our quiz. So from here I'm going to check the add-on that I have already added into my Google form. If you don't have this add-on, just go to Google, search for this add-on and add it into your Google Forms. So here I am going to add a timer to my quiz. So you can choose a date, and after choosing the date you can add the time you want your quiz to be closed. You can do this manually as well, but I recommend to do this using add-on so you don't miss it. Sometimes what happened, we forgot to stop accepting responses for the form, and students keep answering the questions. But remember one thing, when the timer is up, none of the work of student is going to be saved automatically if they are in the middle of the quiz. So you have to mention it into the quiz that they need to submit the quiz before time, otherwise their answers are not gonna save automatically without clicking on the submit button. So that's the only issue with Google Form and this timer, but I find this option very convenient because I want my quizzes to get closed on a particular time. So after you have selected your time, you can also give it a try by creating a random or general quiz and try to see what happens if the timer gets off. Finally, it's time to make our quiz look more presentable. So from this option, you can choose multiple themes. So I want to look my quiz more presentable and more user friendly. So I can choose a picture of my own choice using upload button, or you can choose a background, a theme from these images. So you have so many options depending on the subject for which you are going to take the quiz. You have arts, education, birthday. You can choose any of them. So I'm looking for a better theme, and these are all too funky for my quiz. I need a decent and a good theme. So what I'm going to choose, I'm confused right now. It's not very easy to choose diagrams and pictures for your quizzes. So I'm going to go work in school, and from there I have chosen a theme, which is this book with a heart, because education is love, and we also love our students as well, so they can work with passion and with dedication. So from here you can choose colors. I have chosen this color, but I don't like this color much. It's just too sharp and too bright for my eyes, so I'm going to select a dull color. I guess this is fine. Now I'm going to choose a font because this font is very boring. You can choose a font which is suitable for your subject. So that's how I'm going to choose the font for my quiz. So that is it. I'm done with the aesthetic of my quiz. It is good to go. And once your students have submitted the quiz, you can see responses from the responses tab. If you want to see all the responses, just go to the responses tab, and you can see how many students have submitted the quiz. So that was it. If you like my video and want to watch upcoming session on different programming languages or tool and technologies that are at top in this year, so subscribe my channel, like the video, and click on the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming video.